7 words left on paper. We'll disconnect the day, and you won't, 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 and you won't.
So good evening, everyone. How you all are doing? Please confirm with me in the chat box if my audio and video is clear. Very good evening. Thank you so much. Backend team, would like to request you to please check over YouTube if the audio and video there is clear. Please confirm once you have done that. Yes, hello Puspanjali, hello Sudhamini, hello Balaji. Thank you so much for joining in over Zoom. Those who are watching this live over YouTube at odchofficial YouTube channel, welcome to the session. Thank you so much for joining in. All right, so the agenda of today's thank you team. Great. All right. So the agenda of today's session is going to be habits, right? Yes, you must have seen it over. Yes. So it is going to be a habit, right? Habit building. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's start this session with some information about habit, right? Let's understand what exactly is habit. All right. By the way, just wanted to confirm if you are doing well, please participate in the chat box, and that will help me to communicate with all of you, right? Otherwise, I will feel that I am talking to myself, right? Yes. So please communicate and interact in the chat box. All right. Yes. Great. Thank you. Okay. So let's first understand what exactly is habit. All right. First of all, you need to know that anything that happens in your life on a regular basis and you tend to repeat it over and over again is habit. Now you already know that there could be good habits and there could be bad habits as well, right? But as all of us know that habits have the power to shape what we do, right? How we approach our life. Yes, habit has the power to determine it. Okay. Yes. So let's first understand the importance of habits in daily life. All right, as I just shared, that हैबिट्स हैव द पावर अपना इफ आप कुछ रेगुलर बेसिस पे आप कुछ कर रहे हैं एंड आपके लाइफ पे वो एक बहुत बड़ा इम्पैक्ट डालता है, राइट? आप हर रोज अगर एक टाइम पे वॉक पे जा रहे हैं, राइट, आपका वो आदत बन जाता है and it has something to do with your life. Yes, it will either affect you in a positive way or in a negative way. So same way, in the same way, you have to understand that whatever habits you build, it could be for your development, it could be out of curiosity, it could be out of something that happens with you on a regular basis, it will stay with you. All right, by the way, are you all with me? Please type in the chat box with you. Puspanjali, Balaji, please type something in the chat box so that I can connect and know that you are also there with me. Yes, very good evening, Mosna. Thank you so much for joining in. Great. Thank you, Balaji. Thank you, Puspanjali, for interacting and participating in the chat box. Those who are watching this over live over YouTube, please also do participate in the chat box. We are having an eye from the back end. All right. So फर्स्ट इम्पोर्टेंस तो आपने जान ही लिया कि आपको पता है कि आपने देखा भी होगा किसी का अगर कोई हैबिट है जो कि वो रेगुलर बेसिस पे करते हैं, उन्हें उस हैबिट का लत लग जाता है, राइट? एंड दे टेंड टू रिपीट इट ओवर एंड ओवर अगेन एवरी सिंगल टाइम, ऑलराइट, एवरी सिंगल डे ऑन अ रेगुलर बेसिस। ओके, सो इम्पोर्टेंस तो है, राइट? नाउ अभी हम जानते हैं कि एग्जैक्टली हाउ वी कैन डील विद इट। यस, now, as I have already shared, can all of you know that you have to distinguish between good and bad habits. Habits can both be good and be bad, right? You have to distinguish between good and bad habits. All right, uh, things that are contributing, habits that are contributing towards the positive growth of yours, towards your uh, development, self development. Those are something that you can consider as positive habits. Habits, those are not helping you to grow. Those are deteriorating your personal, professional, social life. Those you can consider as bad habits. So these are the theoretical things. ये सब तो सबको पता ही होता है, right? मैं ये सब क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? Let's talk about habit formation. All right? Yes, basics, थोड़ा सा बेसिक्स देख लेते हैं कि हैबिट कैसे फॉर्म होता है, थोड़ा सा उसके पीछे का साइंस के बारे में जानते हैं। ऑल राइट, एवरी हैबिट दैट गेट्स फॉर्म इज बिकॉज ऑफ ए ट्रिगर। ओके, कुछ ना कुछ ट्रिगर होता है हर हैबिट के पीछे। ऑल राइट, इस मान लो कि आपको शाम को जंक फूड खाने का आदत हो गया है। ओके, तो उसका ट्रिगर होता है कि इधर आप लंच में कुछ अच्छा नहीं खाते, आपका भूख पूरा कंप्लीट नहीं होता, तो शाम को क्रेविंग्स होता है आपको कुछ खाने के लिए। तो आप निकलते हैं बाहर दोस्तों के साथ घूमने के लिए या फिर अपने फ्रेंड्स और फैमिली के साथ घूमने के लिए, एंड वहीं पर आप कुछ जंक फूड खा लेते हैं। एंड द ट्रिगर टू दिस is the craving that happens around the evening, right? So that is the trigger. All right. Yes, and as the trigger gets repeated every single day and you tend to follow it every single day, रोज रोज आप उस ट्रिगर को फॉलो करते हुए आप चलेंगे तो वो एक रूटीन बन जाएगा आपका। यस, रूटीन बनेगा एंड यू विल बी डूइंग इट एवरी सिंगल डे, राइट? अगेन आफ्टर दैट इट विल बी ए रिवॉर्ड, मतलब आप उसको एक रिवॉर्ड के साथ कनेक्ट करेंगे। आपको सेटिस्फेक्शन का फील आएगा जब भी आप कुछ खाएंगे बाहर जंक फूड, you will feel happy about it. So your brain is acquainted, your brain gets acquainted to that reward, and then it creates a habit loop, right? फिर से trigger होगा and you will get into that routine and it will get your brain will feel that it is getting rewarded because of that. This creates a habit loop. All of you, can you now relate? Yes, please type yes in the chat box if you can relate to this. Yes, please. You also please participate in the comments, those of you who are watching this live over YouTube. Great. All right, so itna to humko pata hi hai. All right, now how to identify that what exactly is a habit of ours, right? Hello Tony ma'am, welcome to the session. ओके, सो पहचानना पड़ता है कि ये मेरा जो हैबिट है इतना इजीली पकड़ कर नहीं आता। इफ यू आर माइंडफुल, आप अगर थोड़ा अच्छे से अपने आप को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, अपना डेली लाइफ को ऑब्जर्व करेंगे, यू विल बी कमिंग टू नो अबाउट द वेरियस डिफरेंट हैबिट्स दैट यू हैव, राइट? Identifying your current habits, right? uh, First of all, you have to be self-aware, and by observation you can help it, you can do it, right? आप अपना regular habits, अपना regular routine check कर सकते हैं, and you need to be self-aware, right? Conscious होना पड़ेगा आपको। कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि वो habit हमारा इतना close हो जाता है, हमारे इतने करीब आ जाता है that uh, we feel it to be an integral part of our daily routine, right? But we have to exclude ourselves. We have to take ourselves a step back and look at it as something that is happening from a bird's eye view, right? अपने अपने आप को खुद को देखना पड़ता है, तभी आपको पता चलेगा कि ये एक मेरा हैबिट बन चुका है ओवर ए पीरियड ऑफ टाइम। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर यूट्यूब या फिर रील्स आप अगर स्क्रॉल कर रहे हैं कंटिन्यूअसली बहुत टाइम तक, तो आपको पता है वो चीज, बट आप उसको सेपरेट नहीं कर पा रहे हैं अपने हैबिट से, राइट? यू हैव टू सेपरेट इट फ्रॉम योरसेल्फ, एंड यू हैव टू ऑब्जर्व कि आप, मैं डेली 3 घंटा रील स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ इंस्टाग्राम पे बैठ के, कैन आई यूज इट फॉर समथिंग मोर प्रोडक्टिव, राइट? मैं डेली 500 कैलोरीज और समथिंग, आई एम नॉट श्योर अबाउट द मेजरमेंट, बट मैं डेली इतना कंज्यूम कर रहा हूँ कैलोरीज, बट मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट तो इससे बहुत कम है। आई एम गेनिंग वेट बिकॉज ऑफ दैट। तो आपको अगर ऑब्जर्व करने का तरीका आता है, then you will come to know about your habits, right? I was talking about that, yes. Tracking habits and behavior, अपना खुद का behavior, अपना खुद का जो रूटीन होता है उसको जब तक आप ट्रैक नहीं कर पाएंगे, आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि आपका करंट हैबिट्स क्या क्या है। एंड रिकॉग्नाइजिंग ट्रिगर्स एंड पैटर्न्स, ओके। फर्स्ट पॉइंट पे मैंने बोला था कि यू हैव टू रिकॉग्नाइज द ट्रिगर्स। मतलब मैंने बोला था कि हर हैबिट शुरू होता है एक ट्रिगर से, राइट? नाउ यू हैव टू रिकॉग्नाइज दैट ट्रिगर, अदरवाइज पता नहीं चलेगा कि ये कहाँ से इनिशिएट हो रहा है, राइट? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैंने जस्ट एग्जाम्पल दिया था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले कि आप अगर शाम को जंक फूड खाने का आपको आदत लग गया है, yes, you have to recognize the trigger, that is the craving that you feel around like 5 p.m. or something. uh, that is the trigger, and how can you remedy it? How can you take it down? By having a good proper lunch, maybe that can be a solution to that. You can figure out other solution as well, right? For an example, आप इवनिंग को जिम या फिर एक्सरसाइज जा सकते हैं, एंड अगर वो आप एक पॉजिटिव हैबिट लगा देंगे तो ये वाला हैबिट आपका सप्रेस हो जाएगा, राइट? आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू आर एबल टू गेट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू शेयर, राइट? Indeed, yes. Okay, so these are the ways by which you can identify your current habit. Now, let's focus on building good habits. Okay, I have already shared that habits are of two types, good and bad, right? So now focus on building good habits. What are the ways in which we can build good habits? Okay, please focus on whatever I am saying. All right. First, you have to set clear and achievable goals. All right. You have to set clear and achievable goals. ऐसा नहीं होता कि आपको yes, sorry about that. So you have to set clear and achievable goals in the sense that you have to make sure that आप जो भी अपने आप के लिए डिसाइड कर रहे हैं, of accomplishing, you are doing it and you are achieving that goal after you decide on it. All right? ऐसा नहीं होता कि एक दिन में आप डिसाइड कर लेंगे कि मेरे को पूरा कंप्लीट बंद ही कर देना है किसी काम को, 2 दिन तक 4 दिन तक आपने कर लिया, उसके बाद आप वापस से उस हैबिट को कंटिन्यू करने लग गए, राइट? ऐसा करने से नहीं होता, करेक्ट? सो यू हैव टू सेट क्लियर एंड अचीवेबल गोल्स. डोंट मेक योर एक्सपेक्टेशन और अनरियलिस्टिक एक्सपेक्टेशन मत रखिए अपने आप से, ऑलराइट? जितना आप अचीव कर सकते हैं उतना ही गोल रखिए, एंड कीप इंक्रीजिंग इट ग्रेजुअली, ऑलराइट? Now the second step is break down your goals into smaller tasks. All right, break down your goals into smaller tasks. मतलब जो भी बहुत heavy goals होता है. For an example, your goal is to lose 5 kgs of weight. All right, in the next 1 month. एक महीने में आपको 5 kg वेट लूज करना है, राइट? यस. नाउ अचीवेबल टास्क उसके लिए क्या हो सकता है? डेली मेरे को इतना किलो कैलोरीज बर्न करना है, डेली मेरे को ये डाइट फॉलो करना है, डेली मेरे को इतना वाटर कंज्यूम करना है, डेली मेरे को इतना एक्सरसाइज करना है, राइट? सो दिस कैन बी सम माइक्रो actions or activities that you can follow in order to achieve that goal, right? So those are smaller tasks in order to achieving that goal, right? So that is why I said break down your goals into smaller tasks. All right. The third point is you have to consider consistency over intensity. 4 दिन में 4 किलो कमाना बहुत मुश्किल है, लेकिन 40 दिन तक आप अगर ट्राई करेंगे, आप रोज अगर एक अपने आप पर काम करेंगे, इज इट नॉट इजी टू लूज 10 or 100? Like, think about it as a long term program. All right, so consistently आप अगर कुछ काम करेंगे, then it will fetch you more results than being intense with it, right? Intensity से जो भी result आता है वो temporary होता है, but the result that you gain by being consistent at something is long term, is and is much more effective. All right, yes everyone, would you agree with me? Yes. The fourth point is you have to start small. Yes, you have to start really small. Okay, you have to understand the power of micro habit. Okay, आपको हमेशा ऐसा लगता होगा कि कुछ बड़ा करने के लिए बहुत कुछ चेंज करना पड़ेगा अपने साथ. नहीं, every journey starts with a single step, right? You must have heard about this phrase, right? कि हर लंबा सफर एक सिंगल स्टेप लेने से ही शुरुआत होता है, राइट? सो you have to understand that you have to start very small. Okay, छोटा सा स्टेप लीजिए. आपको अगर लॉन्ग टर्म में अपना हेल्थ के ऊपर फोकस करना है, यू हैव टू रिड्यूस योर वेट, then definitely you can start small by cutting down that extra ice cream or extra cup of sugar, um, extra teaspoon of sugar on in your tea or in your coffee, right? So start small and be at it. Be at it मतलब उसको continue कीजिए, धीरे धीरे gradually आप increase कीजिए. All right. Yes. Now next point is create a habit forming environment. Yes, you have to create a habit forming environment in order to make it happen. All right. Environment का बहुत ज़्यादा effect रहता है on the activities that we do, right? उसका बहुत ज़्यादा influence रहता है, right? And by environment, I am not just talking about your physical environment. Yes, that also plays a role, but also your emotional environment, your mental environment, your social environment, and a lot more. All right. I hope you are trying to you are getting whatever I am trying to say, right? आपका mental environment में अगर कुछ एक ऐसा चीज है जो आपको बार बार परेशान कर रहा है, then you also have to cut it down, right? You also have to make some remedy, like you have to get it treated, right? Also आपके अगर सोशल एनवायरनमेंट में आपकी कोई रिलेटिव या फिर आपके कोई फ्रेंड्स है जो कि आपको पुल डाउन कर रहे हैं, they are not helping you to grow, you have to cut them down. Okay, so be aware about your environment and create an environment that supports um, your good habit formation. All right. Yes, also it could be a physical environment. Physical environment में आपको अगर बहुत ज्यादा cluttered दिख रहा है, आपको like, so you need to get rid of that. You need to have some abilities. You need to have some of capabilities where you are allowing your environment to be free enough for new ideas, new thoughts to come in. Okay. Yes, it could be your mental, social, emotional, physical, all of them. All right. Yes. Thank you so much for confirming. Thank you so much. And the next step is removing obstacles and distractions. All right. I could have kept this at the top, but I will be keeping it at the last because ये रियलाइजिंग बहुत लेट में आता है लोगों को, यस, कि ये चीज मेरे लिए एक डिस्ट्रैक्शन है। आपको जब तक ये रियलाइजेशन नहीं आएगा, आप वो डिस्ट्रैक्शन को हटा नहीं सकते, राइट? सो गेट rid of distractions that are stopping you from growing in your life. All right, that is the next step. By the way, all of you clear regarding all the 6 points of how to build a good habit? Yes. Thank you. Thank you for confirming. Okay. Now let's focus on how to overcome bad habits that we may have, and we need to get rid of them, right? So first is understanding triggers and cravings. All right. Bad habits, जैसा मैंने बोला, हर हैबिट के पीछे एक ट्रिगर होता है, राइट? सो बैड हैबिट के पीछे भी कोई एक ट्रिगर होगा जिसको आपको पहचानना पड़ेगा, जिसको आपको ढूंढना पड़ेगा. एंड वंस यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट ट्रिगर, try not to allow yourself get influenced by that trigger the next time. All right, अगर आप ये कर लेंगे, ट्रिगर से आप अगर अपने आप को बचा लेंगे, देन वो जो हैबिट है आपका, उससे भी आप बच जाएंगे. ओके, if you are not able to control that trigger, then that habit will keep repeating itself. All right, yes. Replacement strategies. yes, replacement strategy मतलब ये होता है कि किसी भी चीज को कंप्लीटली बंद करने की जगह उसके जगह किसी और चीज को अपनाना. ओके, यस, मतलब आप किसी एक चीज को कंप्लीटली बंद तो नहीं कर सकते, बट आप उसके जगह पर कुछ नया चीज शुरू कर सकते हैं. that could be similar like that could be lesser negatively affecting you, and उस पे आप शिफ्ट जब होंगे, आपका ये जो सबसे बुरा आदत था, बैड हैबिट था, ये कम हो जाएगा. फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, दिस इज फॉर जस्ट एन एग्जाम्पल एवरीवन. अर्लियर, मतलब कुछ सालों पहले, people had this habit of smoking, right, and chewing tobacco. Okay, so a brand called Nicotex came up with a brilliant idea where they allowed people, or they produced, developed a product which uh, could deliver them the experience of what they used to get by chewing tobacco or smoking, but this had a lot less harmful effect on their body, on their health. So what happened was, लोगों को ट्रिगर होता था, instead of they choosing alcohol, instead of they choosing tobacco or smoking, they chose Nicotex. This is just for an example. This is a case study, real life case study, and you must be aware about such kind of things, right? And Nicotex को choose किया उन्होंने. Nicotex kind of gave them that same kind of sensation, the same kind of feeling, and gradually उनका जो आदत था सिगरेट या फिर टोबैको चुबाने का, वो धीरे धीरे कम हो गया, बिकॉज निकोटेक्स टुक ओवर इट. नाउ थोड़े टाइम बाद जब उनका इससे आदत हट गया, धीरे धीरे उनका निकोटेक्स उन्होंने कम करना शुरू कर दिया, और धीरे धीरे जब उन्होंने निकोटेक्स छोड़ा, उनका जो मेन बैड एडिक्शन था, बैड हैबिट था, वो जा चुका था. यस, that is called replacement strategy, right? It is very difficult to completely stop something, but you can replace it with something which is either better at delivering you results, and you can gradually shift yourself from there. All right, okay, I hope all of you are taking things positively. Okay, don't get influenced by it. Yes, deal with setbacks. Setbacks से deal करना, bad habits overcome करने के वक्त कुछ setbacks definitely आएंगे, where आप अगर set कर रहे हैं कुछ guidelines या फिर rules अपने लिए, but वो आप follow नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, then you have to deal with it. आप you have to come back and strategize कि आपको कैसे उसको करना है, आपको ठीक जैसे करना है उसको, right? That is called dealing with setbacks. अगर आप बैड हैबिट कुछ बंद कर रहे हैं, उसके साथ आपको कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे हैं, राइट? फॉर एग्जांपल, addicts, they face this condition called withdrawal syndrome, right? Withdrawal syndrome refers to when someone gets rid of their addiction, it affects their health negatively, some kind of. because their body and mind was used to that particular addiction, right? So you have to deal with them by following some kind of strategy, by getting experts help on that, and these are the things that you can follow up after it. All right. Yes, so these are a few ways of which you can, by using which you can overcome bad habits. All right. Now, what are the long-term impacts of habit? All right, let's look at it. Okay, long-term में क्या impact होता है habits का? How many of you have heard about this particular story where a king was there and his minister was there, and the king was very happy about the minister's job or task. Okay, yes, and the king said to the minister that whatever you will wish, whatever you will ask for, I will be giving that to you. Okay, and the minister wanted to let the king know that not everything can be achieved by the king as well. उनको उन्हें बताना था कि आप राजा हैं तो क्या हो गया, राजा के अंडर भी सब कुछ नहीं होता, उनका भी एक कैपेसिटी होता है, उनका भी एक लिमिट होता है, राइट? सो मिनिस्टर ने डिसाइड किया कि रा, राजा राजा को ये रियलाइज कराना है. बालाजी, यस, यू हैव हर्ड अबाउट दिस, राइट? तो उन्होंने क्या किया, उन्होंने बोला कि जो शतरंज का बोर्ड होता है, चेस का बोर्ड, यस, चेस का बोर्ड आपने देखा है, स्क्वायर्स होते हैं उसमें बहुत सारे. ओके, सो उन्होंने क्या बोला कि आपको इस स्क्वायर में, आई होप आई एम नॉट स्टक. सो what you have to do is this was something that minister said to the king कि इस बोर्ड पे जितने स्क्वायर हैं आपको उसमें जितना भी व्हीट रख सकते हैं, रखा जा सकता है, उतना व्हीट मुझे देना पड़ेगा, बट द कंडीशन इज the amount of wheat should be doubled. All right, so that is called compounding effect, right? So the amount of wheat double, मतलब फर्स्ट स्क्वायर में अगर एक wheat है, नेक्स्ट स्क्वायर में वो 2 wheat grain बन जाएगा, थर्ड स्क्वायर में वो जाके 4 wheat grains बन जाएगा, in the next square it will be 8, 16. Yes, 16 के बाद क्या, 32, 64, 128, 256, 512, 1024. Yes, so within that chess board जितने भी स्क्वायर्स हैं आपको हर स्क्वायर पे व्हीट्स रखने, व्हीट ग्रेन्स रखने हैं, बट द कंडीशन, ओनली कंडीशन इज नेक्स्ट स्क्वायर पे आप उसके डबल रखेंगे, उसके प्रीवियस स्क्वायर पे जितना व्हीट ग्रेन्स है. ऑलराइट, तो राजा को सुन के ये लगा कि हाँ ये तो इजी होगा, राइट? कितने ही एक चेस बोर्ड पे कितने ही दाना आ जाएंगे, एंड डबल डबल करते करते कितना तक ही जाएगा. तो राजा ने हाँ बोल दिया, and to their utter surprise, their entire kingdom did not had the amount of wheat to complete even half of that chess square. chess board के आधे स्क्वायर तक भी भरने लायक उनके पास गेहूं का दाना नहीं था. So what did you learn from this particular thing? Yes, Balaji, you have heard about it, right? So what have you learned from this? You may please put it in the chat box. The power of compounding. Okay, आप regular basis पे कुछ करते जाएंगे. Compounding, exactly, the power of compounding. Yes, so when I was talking about the long-term impacts of habit, compound effect is one of the most biggest power of creating good habits. All right, you may not be seeing the result within 1 week or 1 month, but definitely if you keep that habit continuing, you will be seeing the result of that habit within a year or within a few years, and you will be surprised to yourself that मेरे इस छोटे अच्छे हैबिट ने मेरे लाइफ में इतना कुछ अच्छा कर दिया मेरे लिए. All right, so that is something that happens over long term if you keep good habits of yours continuing. All right, habits, again, आप रेगुलर बेसिस पे कुछ करते जाएंगे तो इट improves your productivity and efficiency. All right, productivity का मतलब होता है कि आप कितने टाइम पे कितने रिसोर्सेस यूज करके कितना रिटर्न्स निकाल सकते हैं. All right, कितना रिसोर्स यूज करके कितना रिटर्न्स निकाल सकते हैं. दैट रिसोर्स कुड बी टाइम, मनी, raw material, whatever you can take. All right, that is called as productivity. And efficiency is that how well you utilize that particular resource or that particular time to get the result. All right, so it improves your productivity and efficiency, because the more you do it, the every single day you do it, right? So you will get used to that particular habit. Okay, and that will help you make yourself more productive and efficient. Better physical and mental health. Yes, um, when you choose to continue a habit, uh, you will get better at your physical and mental health, because it has some positive implications on your mind as well, and your mind and body as well, right? So that is another long term effect, impact of habit. Yes, enhance personal and professional relationships. Yes, this is another long term impact of habit. Okay, so these were a few things regarding habit building. All right, so I hope now that you are aware about the science behind habit, you can track down your habits, and you can look at it from a bird's eye view, right? एक थर्ड पर्सन के पर्सपेक्टिव से आप खुद को देख सकते हैं. देख के आपको पता चलेगा कि अच्छा, मैं दिन में इतना टाइम यूजलेस एक्टिविटीज करने में वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ, एंड ये धीरे धीरे मेरा एडिक्शन बन चुका है. Now I have to get rid of this. All right, so you consciously will reduce doing it over a period of time. Yes, how many of you felt that uh, whatever we discussed or whatever I shared in today's session was helpful? Please type helpful in the chat box, in the comment box. For those of you who are watching it over YouTube, I would like to thank all of you for being so patient with the session. If you have any questions, then please feel free to ask them in the chat box, in the comment box in the next 2 minutes. I will be waiting for your questions to answer. Yes. Anyone who would like to unmute and speak from the Zoom session, you are also welcome to ask questions. Yes. Yes, anything, any question, Balaji, Mosna, Puspanjali, Saudamini, Tony? Please feel free. Please feel free to interact, to ask any questions. Now, एक छोटा सा क्वेश्चन आपका तक इसमें से हो सकता था, that communication इसमें कहाँ है? Yes, you must have asked me, where is communication in this? Yes. Now, for you to understand this, you need to also to understand whatever I have shared. आप अगर मैंने जो आज शेयर किया, उसको आप अगर समझ जाएंगे, आप उसको हर जगह पर इम्प्लाई कर सकते हैं. Yes, in your personal life, in your professional life, in your career, in your job, in your business, in your relationship, and everywhere. All right. So communication being a part of that, आपको पता चलेगा कि अगर मैं रेगुलर बेसिस पे उड़िया, हिंदी, तमिल, तेलुगु, बंगाली में बात कर रहा हूँ, और मैं ये एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा हूँ कि मेरा इंग्लिश बहुत फ्लुएंट हो जाएगा, विल इट हैपन? ऑब्वियसली नो, राइट? बट आप अगर रेगुलर बेसिस पे कुछ ना कुछ इंग्लिश रिलेटेड कंटेंट देख रहे हैं, इंग्लिश रिलेटेड कुछ एक्टिविटी, या फिर कुछ नॉवल, कुछ भी आर्टिकल, न्यूज़पेपर, कुछ भी पढ़ रहे हैं, ऑलराइट, सो वहां से आपको जो हैबिट बिल्ड होगा उसमें से, after you repeat doing that activity on a regular basis, you repeat posting an 1 minute video, you repeat recording yourself speaking in English for at least 1 minute, 2 minute or 5 minutes every single day. उसमें से आपको एक पॉजिटिव हैबिट बिल्ड होगा, and that will help you get better at that particular skill. Yes, this implies to everywhere. Yes, communication skills is also a part of that. All right, आप अगर एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं कि मैं most of the times, by the way, just for your clarity, we are here to help you with your English communication skills, and because of which we are trying to preach, or we are trying to help you know about the English communication skills. All right, communication skills में बहुत कुछ आ सकता है. आप ओडिया के communication skills भी better करना चाह सकते हैं, आप बंगाली के communication skills भी better करना चाह सकते हैं, but that you can something that you can search for clients who can help you regarding this. ODCH is exclusive for English communication skills, And as English is the global language today, it is the language of the internet. We are we are helping people to get a hold of it so that they can learn about it, they can implement it in their daily life so that they can get the best return of their skills and talent that they have. Because वहां पर दूसरे दुनिया के दूसरे छोर पे कोई है जो कि आपके स्किल्स का वेट कर रहा है. Yes, there are people who want to get help by you for your skills, right? By using your skills. आपको अगर उन्हें हेल्प करना है तो आपको और उन्हें दोनों को किसी एक पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज में बात तो करना पड़ेगा, राइट? ओके, आई एम सॉरी. थैंक यू फॉर द इंफॉर्मेशन backend team. Let me just quickly double check. So yeah. How change? I'm sorry, extremely sorry about it. Oops. Seems like there's an issue over YouTube and the audio is not there. Okay, not an issue. Backend team, we can definitely do one thing. We can upload the recording of this over YouTube rather than keeping that particular stream on air. Yes, I'm extremely sorry about it. I don't know if there is it is related to a technical issue or something. Yep. So I just ended the YouTube live because the audio was not there available there. You should have informed me earlier, but it's all right. It's all right. Yes. So I was talking about. Sorry, can someone please help me with what I was talking about? Yeah. So, English communication skills, right? I was talking about that. So, habits आप अगर develop कर रहे हैं, then over time you will get used to using them in your daily life. All right? Yes, and English communication is the same. All right? जब आप regular basis पे थोड़ा बहुत कुछ activity करेंगे उसके related, then you will have that hold over that activity, right? Yes. Any questions? If you have any question, then please unmute or please type them in the chat box. If you don't have any question, please type NQ in the chat box. NQ stands for no question. Yes, no questions. Thank you, Puspanjali. What about others? Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Masna. What about Balaji and Sadamini? Awesome. So, yes, thank you. Yes, yes, please ask if you have any questions. Yes, Balaji.
Yes, sir, this is Bala. Yeah, I understand this power of compounding. Uh, Basically, like in general, we tend to compound our negative habits or whatever. I'm trying to overcome my negative habit. I do trading. I don't know if this is a relevant question. Or I just want to ask because if it can be answered, I will be a better person. See, I do stock trading,
Okay.
and I'm able to control my emotions. Like, but I will write before trading. I will write today. I have to exit this if my loss goes to certain percentage. Every day I will write that. I will read that. But when I go into trading, I will forget that. I won't come out when my stop. I mean, loss goes to certain percentage, and I'm ending up losing a lot of money.
Resources.
So,
Got it.
is there any way to uh, change this negative habit?
Got it. Got it. Thank you so much for asking that question, Balaji. Thank you so much for participating and asking. Everyone, please should PTY Balaji for having that guts or that ability to share it with every one of us. Not many of us have that, right? Yes. So, Balaji, this is a very complex thing. You have to understand the science behind it first. All right.
Yeah,
Emotions are something that is beyond logical thinking and rational abilities of evaluating, right? So, whenever you are emotional regarding something, आपका logical brain, your logical brain shuts down. It doesn't matter to it anymore, right? Emotions is at the peak. And if you try to take any decision at that particular time, most probably you will take some kind of emotional decision which is logically not very relevant. Okay. Yes, you can
yeah,
because of that only we have this particular emotional intelligence thing going on in the market today, these days, right? You need to be
yeah,
emotionally intelligent. There are a lot of people who are teaching this or preaching this, whatever you can tell, but it all boils down to having a consciousness where you are able to know and understand that whatever you are doing, you need to be separated from that. Your decision making should be separated from your emotions and everything that comes and goes for a short span of time. All right. Decision making abilities में अगर आप if your emotions are a part of your decision, then it could be very harmful for you in the long run. As you just said, that you are not able to exit
yes,
at the decided point or after spending some certain amount, where practically speaking or logically thinking, you should have not gone far beyond that. Yes, uh,
yes,
though I am not an expert in trading and other things, I would suggest you uh, to initially gradually reduce it. First of all, gradually आपको करना पड़ेगा. Yes, you
yeah,
cannot be hard and fast on yourself and say that, for an example, I have talked about X amount, investing X amount today, or
yeah,
withdrawing X amount today. If I'm facing losses, I will be withdrawing more than that, or I will be spending more than that if I'm getting profit. So gradually आपको ये करना पड़ेगा and keep a check on yourself,
hmm,
track down the habit and look at your own activities. मैंने बोला था in today's session I shared about triggers, right? Triggers.
yeah,
Understand the trigger, right? Understand the trigger where you must have these candlesticks or something. I am not sure, right? Candlesticks में when you see that there could be a spike or there could be an instance where there is an ability or there's a chance of getting a spike, you tend to invest more right there, right? If do you do
yeah,
intraday or something?
yeah. Intraday trading. That is, yeah, intraday trading.
Okay, you do intraday. Okay, all right. So understand and be conscious about that
trigger. Okay, I was talking about the trigger, right? कौन से point पे वो trigger मिलता है when you lose your logic and you switch off your logic and you switch on your emotions. That could be recovering more losses. मतलब recovering more that you have lost earlier. मेरा इस जगह पर मेरा losses हो गया, so that I will be recovering here, and because of that I will be spending. If there is even a minute scope of profit, right? वहां पर आप बहुत ज्यादा डाल देते हैं, right? So understand this trigger first. After you understand that, counter it with logic. Counter it with logic मतलब क्या होता है? By the way, I hope you are okay with Hindi as well.
I can manage, but
Okay,
yeah,
got
it
it.
will be better in English.
Sure. Noted. I just kind of felt that. That's why I asked. So, counter it with logic means that whenever you are aware about some kind of trigger, do some research behind that trigger. All right. As I just said, if you get a smallest of scope that this may give me some return, this particular thing can give me some return, get back to the drawing board and track down your every last investment that you have did on that and how much of return has it given you. Yes, that is logic. That is exactly what is the truth, right? Emotions are something that comes and goes, right? So
Yes.
something that can help you with controlling your emotions, which is also will be helpful for you. For example, could be meditation, could be putting yourself in situations where you are trying to control your emotions despite you knowing that this is something that you don't like. This kind of emotion leads you to react, right? So you may put yourself in such kind of situation and have this conscious habit of controlling them, of settling your emotions at that particular moment. Okay, so definitely mindfulness and other activities like meditation can help you regarding this. But yeah, of course, you have every answer to your questions, Balaji. And if you are feeling that it is getting too far from your control, then definitely you need professional help and advice, right? Yes. So I hope that I was able to clarify. I was not able to give you answer. I am sure about that, but I was able to diversify and bifurcate the issues. आपका एक issue था, उसको मैंने तोड़ मरोड़ के I broke it down and I gave you some points on which you can do further research and you can help yourself with it. Right, Balaji?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I got some input.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thank you so much. Most welcome, Balaji. Looking forward to seeing you live in some other live session. Yeah, definitely. All the best for your next investment. Yes, great.
Yeah, thank you.
Most welcome. Awesome. That was an wonderful interaction. Thank you so much, Balaji, for asking that. Yes, any others have already confirmed that they don't have any questions. Very good evening, Suchitra ma'am. We are about to close this session. I hope we'll be coming back with such more valuable content in the upcoming sessions, in the upcoming Friday night live. By the way, if you want anyone, if you want to stay connected with ODCH, please do follow us over Facebook group. If you are a member of ODCH, please stay active over Telegram for every update where we share regarding our live programs and participation. Yes, and also looking forward to connecting with you. Yes, if you have any questions, then please feel free. Sorry, if you have any questions, then please feel free to direct message me over Telegram. If you are in any of Telegram groups, you can see me as an admin there, and you can approach me with your questions, with your queries, and I will be able to help you regarding this. All right. Yes. I hope all of you have a great time, had a great time. and also looking forward to more such lively and wonderful interaction going ahead. Thank you once again, everyone. Yes, see you in the upcoming session. Yes, thank you.